My tail is restless.
I'm trying to think of what to go for. Like, I could keep leveling into Rogue Eldritch Scoundrel, but I already did this with 2 different playthroughs. So I kind of don't want to keep going with the same class. So I'm going to look for something else that gives, sneak attack. Which, there shouldn't be any wizard. Let's see. I'm just double checking. Nope. Can he become an arcane trickster? No, just because I don't have enough skill points in Knowledge Arcana. Otherwise, I could have. No, it wouldn't have been a good idea anyway. He'd still be gaining levels from the Eldritch Scoundrel tree. There's not much point. I can't choose 2 different rogue archetypes. Oh, man, that would be so busted. Okay. Let's see. Any witches? Nope. No witch gives sneak attack. I know the cult leader does. Right? Yeah. So the only downside is he would use his intelligence, or not his intelligence, his wisdom. Let me go back and check.
Ask nicely.
What's your wisdom? 10. Okay, no. His intelligence is 18, so... Okay, so... we can focus on anything that uses intelligence or dex. Okay, so... that does... so no slayer, or no sorcerer. Slayers, I think, use... do slayers use intelligence? Let's see. Alright, it doesn't care. Slayer talents are essentially just rogue talents. At this rate, I could just stick with rogue. So it's not so much... I could pick this. It's like... it'd just be rogue, but with less sneak attacks. So, no. We move on. Scald. No, that's charisma. Shifter uses wisdom and their own weapons. I'm already locked into using daggers with Woljif, so that's no good. Shamans, I think, use charisma as well. Let's see. Spirit Warden, Unsworn Shaman. There's no point. Alright. Ranger. No, Ranger's Wisdom. Oracle's Charisma. Magus! Alright, hold on. Magus can... we can look into Magus. It's a intelligence-based caster, and he can definitely use dex weapons. Although I'm dual wielding with him, so this actually isn't the best option either. Which Archer is obviously not good. Blade bound. Carries a black blade. Weapon. Maybe. Let's see what else we got. Kineticist. Kineticist uses Constitution in Dex more than anything else, so no. Inquisitors use Wisdom. Hunters use Wisdom. Fighter. Well, it's a fighter. Would it be a good? I don't think it'd be worth it though, would it? Aldori Defender, no. Dueling Swords, Armiger, probably not. No, Armigers use Charisma. Defender of the Hearth, use Shields. Dragonair Scion, nah. Mutation Warrior. Hold on, maybe this might work. See, make him an offish fighter. This is more of a combination of fighter and alchemist. Oh wait, no, there's an alchemist that does this. That has rogue stuff. Right? Yeah, Vivisectionist. I saw it already. Let's see. Loses bombs, which is fine. We're not using bombs anyway. Gets way more sneak attacks than the Eldritch Scoundrel does, so... Alright, we're not really losing out there. Let's see. If we... The spells are kind of meh. But we'll focus more on the fact that he's going to gain a lot more sneak attack die. Okay. And seems like he gains a base attack bonus faster than the Eldritch Scoundrel, I think. Alright, we'll give this a shot. Vivisectionist. Well, that works out well. Not losing out on any skills. Now, what else? Let's see. I should get the weapon focus. You know what? No. I should start focusing on the what's it called? Combat reflexes. This will work out. He's a dex build anyway, so having a chance to have 5 extra attacks of opportunity is good. Especially since I'm going to start using the like the fear spells to make enemies run away a lot more. This will actually proc a lot more attacks from Woltif. So yeah, this works. Now to figure out a spell. Either reduce person or shield. I think he already has reduced person, so we'll just grab shield. Oh, wait, no, he can get 6 spell. Alright, yeah, no, I can get pretty much everything I need. This doesn't work since I can't throw bombs, so that's a trap spell. The fact that it still lets me grab this, even though I chose Vivisectionist, that loses the bomb feature, is really, really unfair. Alright, whatever. I could get Enlarged Person, but if I remember right, all alchemists can only target themselves with their spells. So we'll grab Cure Wounds, obviously. True Strike seems like a waste. But then, yeah, it's only 1 round anyway. And it's a standard action. That seems so bad. I think I'll get the Fire Belly. See, fire resistance isn't really that much, but... Oh, well, no, it's only a D4 fire damage. Yeah, that's not really worth it. Alright, being able to move fast is always worth it. Wait, hold on. Could I benefit from these if I throw alchemist flasks? Maybe. You know what? I'll try it. I don't really need any of these. Like, so... Yeah, I'm not sure what to grab here. Enlarged Person doesn't really help him. True Strike definitely doesn't help him. Alright, by point of, like... Let's see, by process of elimination, we're going for Enlarge. Who knows, maybe, like, enlarging him at least increases, like, the reach. But more than anything else, I get the mutagens, which is good, and more than that, I get sneak attack. I'm going to get a lot more sneak attacks. Throw anything. Get a +1 circumstance bonus on attack rolls made with thrown splash weapons. Sure. Yeah, let's go for that. Meanwhile, with Windwalk, I'm going to have an easier time. I'm going to stick with this Child of the Manticore build, like, straight throughout. That's Perception, and just increase the Lore Nature, because why not? There's nothing to really that I need to worry about focusing on with her. And on we go. Let's see. Deadly Aim. Hold on, what should I grab? She starts with Precise Shots. So, no penalty on attacks. Point blank shot. So, +1 when I attack within 30 feet. Which I think these do anyway. Let's see. The main thing I'm gaining is the feet and the manticore shape. Now to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Extended aspects. Add your wisdom modifier on the number of times you can use shifter aspect to assume a minor form. I think this, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, her wisdom modifier is not that great, so this is kind of a moot point. At least right now. Shifter's Rush. Let's see, once per round, when you move at least 10 feet, when you charge, you can use your Wild Shape ability as a free action. Okay. That doesn't sound half bad, honestly. Let's see, what else can we grab? Did the aim, make a -1 penalty on attack, all ranged attacks. Get a +1. So we get a +2 on all ranged damage. And then this just stacks. So since it's already at +4, technically +5 thanks to the 1 level in fighter, this would apply, so it would be a -2 for an increase of +4 for an increase of +4 damage. That's not bad. Let's see. Not sure how. I'm not sure if this would translate into for the rapid shot. Rapid shot gives a -2, which kind of sucks. But more than anything, that damage increase is actually pretty damn good. Let's see. What else? I'm not sure what else helps her. You know what? I shouldn't overthink this. Extra damage is good. The end. Deadly aim. The shifter aspect is already a swift action, so changing it to a free action is kind of meh. Alright, here we go. Okay.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Not sure what to do with Dayrun. Hold on, thinking. I really can't think of anything else to do with Dayrun. Like, Oracle's just too good. So we'll just stick with it. Let's see. Why does it recommend weapon finesse? Point blank shot. I kind of get point blank shot. Wait. It's this when you use a light weapon, Elven Curve Blade, Estoc Rapier. Use your dex instead of your strength. I guess enemies do try to charge him down once he starts healing. Sure, I guess. The darts are a light weapon too, right? So I guess this will work for darts as well. And I don't want to lock them into any one weapon type yet. So sure, weapon finesse. And then, what spells? One spell. Oh, you know what? I'm a Dampier. Grab and inflict wounds. Alright. Now Darren can finally be useful to me and actually heal me up. And I guess again. I was going to get just, what is it? The inflict wounds spell because I'm a Dampier, but now I'm thinking about getting the aid spell. For one, it. Oh no, I'm looking at Darren. Let's see. The aid spell will give a bonus to attack rolls on saving throws, and it'll give a D8 of temporary HP. Well, a D8 plus 5 at his current level. So that's probably for the best. It's not actually healing, but in Pathfinder, temp HP sources stacks, so it'll stack with him with with Alucard's blood drinking ability. So yeah, I'll go for aid. And then we move on to the next, Camellia.
Open your heart to me.
All right. I don't know yet. Right now I'm on Camellia, and again, I'm kind of stuck trying to figure out what to do that's unique for them. Because I've already played through this game twice. I do not want everybody to have, like, the same abilities. And so far, outside of Windwalk being the child of the Manticore, Oh, I decided to make Woljif Vivisectionist. Maybe I'll just keep Camellia as a Spirit Hunter. We'll grab this and I guess Perception again? Then we choose a spell. Oh, I already have her with Spell Focus Conjuration. I guess I can just increase that. Alright. But with this, I do gain access to 3rd level spells with Camellia, which means more inflict serious wounds, which is more healing for our Dampier. So, yeah, I guess I should just stick with Spirit Hunter for now.
We will win this war.
Then for Sela, I'm not sure. I got a weird build going for her, which led her to having over 30 armor class. Hold on, let me think. Alright, so after thinking it over, I honestly can't think of anything better than just giving Seela more levels in Paladin. Let's see, as far as skills go, again, I'm not sure what to grab. Let's see. What's the point of, like, because of the level dips, I wound up giving her the ability to, like, grab any skill. Like, every skill is now a class skill. Let's see. This. I could make her a jack of all trades with all the skills, but I don't know what's the point of that. I guess I'll give her use magic device. And just more athletics. Let's see. Her mobility is already, she already has enough ranks in mobility, I think. So we'll just give her more athletics, yeah. So right now it's 5 athletics, 5 use magic device, and that's going to be as good as it gets for now. For now. We'll see what happens. As for feet, I don't know. Yep, level 5. So now I just need to figure out what feat it's going to be. Maybe I'll go for one of the teamwork feats. Let's see. Not sure which one though. Like, oh, actually, yeah, I have Woljif in the party, and I plan on having him backstab a lot. Yeah, sure. Outflank it is. Let's see, what are the requirements? Base attack bonus 4, intelligence 3, yeah, easy enough to grab. Then I just need her and someone else with the same feat to flank a creature. And then the flank bonus goes up to +4 instead of +2. In addition, whenever you score crits, it provokes attacks of opportunity from allies. Which I just gave Woljif the combat reflexes feat because he's got +5 in dex, and so that's an extra 5 attacks of opportunity. Originally, I planned on like triggering those by like casting the fear spells that I have, but you know it's gonna be great if everyone can actually like capitalize on like those combat reflexes. So yeah, I just need other allies to have outflank. Naturally, for the mercy lay on hands, we're grabbing fatigue. Being able to remove people's fatigue is like the most common thing that happens. And last but not least, the easiest one to level will be Alucard himself.
Ready for anything.
He always is. Alright. So as before I stated, we're going straight Wizard, Chromancer, trying to capitalize on the whole zombie mage. or like vampiric mage thing. Alright, and now that we're at level 5, finally get access to 3rd level spells. So, yeah, good times are coming. Okay, the only question is, do I get... yeah, I want to get either Lore Religion or Knowledge World up. But the question is, which one? Knowledge World is at plus 11 as is, but Lore Religion is plus 5. I'd like it to be higher. Yeah, we'll go for Lore Religion then. Because I'm not always going to have the other characters that have high religion in the party. Now the question becomes what feat to grab. He's got spell focus necromancy. And already has greater spell focus, so like the easy choice is gone. I did already choose the Blood Drinker feat for the fact that he's a Dampier. I'm trying to think what else I can get. There is the other feats that give that like proc off of him being a Dampier. I could get those. Arcane Armor Mastery is kind of a moot point. If I get Blood Feaster, he'll get +2 bonus on damage rolls. It just says damage rolls. It doesn't say +2 on just attack rolls. So, like, this will also include spells that deal damage as well, which is good for me. +1 on athletic checks. That's not really all that important. And the bonus lasts for rounds equal to half your hit dice. So, right now that'd just be 2 rounds. I can probably put this off for later. Let's see what other feats are available. Oh, Goody-san, welcome back to the stream, and thanks for stopping by as usual. Now to figure out what I'm gonna do. What's a good feat for a spellcaster that already has the greater, like the spell focus feats? If it was conjuration, I could have already grabbed a feat that helps with that, but I don't know if there's a feat that helps buff summoning undead. Frightening ambush. You're able to leap from hiding. When you hit a flat-footed opponent, you can make an intimidate check to demoralize the opponent as a free action. I don't know. Life Dominant Soul. You are healed by both positive and negative energy, but both only heal half the normal amount. That's not good. I still don't want to get that. Maybe I'll start looking into meta magics. I could get spell penetration. I'm already running into enemies that have spell resistance. see. Yeah, okay. What does this do again? It's like one spell, treat your caster level as being too higher for the level variable effects of the spell. Okay. Actually, wait. So if I go ahead of this and choose to have animate dead, maybe that's the better choice. And spell specialization animate dead. I get animate dead lesser at this level. Alright, well it's a start. Then it's either Ray of Exhaustion or Vampiric Touch. Let's see here. Ray of Exhaustion is a ranged touch spell, and I already made this guy a melee focus by giving him strength. Plus, the vampire Dampier gives strength bonus, not ranged dex bonus. So we'll go for Vampiric Touch. Is there any benefit to casting this at a higher level? Let's see, 1d3 undead skeletal champions. Nope, there's no benefit to casting at. Oh wait, no. They would last 2 rounds longer than if I cast this spell as a 5th level caster. So, that is something. Meanwhile, Vampiric Touch, if I make that the specialized spell, let's see, it would hit for, let's see, every 2 caster levels up per caster level. Alright, so if I hit him now at 5th level, it would be 1, 2. Basically, it would just be 2d6. But if I made this a specialized spell, it would just be 3d6. Although I do get temporary hit points for the amount of damage I deal, though. So, I guess the staying power is nice. This is tough. Alright, the spell specialization won't let me choose those anyway, since I'm getting both the... It won't let me choose the spells first before the feat. So, I have to choose the feat as if I'm only a 4th level character right now. That sucks. Alright. Let's see. Me plus an additional 1 every 2 caster levels. So I could make it so Bone Shaker hits for 6. Let's see. Could make it so Scare lasts for at least 2 rounds longer. I don't know. Could I make touch attacks count as a weapon focus? Oh wait, no, it's here. Touch. Let's see. Choose a weapon type. You can also choose unarmed strike, or if you're a spellcaster, make melee or ranged touch attack as your weapon. Yup. Okay. You know what? Yeah, since I plan on being in melee, so using vampiric touch would be more viable. Plus, there's a few other melee spells I have that I would be able to make use of. Yeah, we'll grab this. We'll grab melee touch as a weapon focus. Obviously, we're locked in for going for vampiric touch, but also the ghoul touch spell will also be decent. Let's see, is there a melee spell I have at level 1? Nope. Alright, so this helps the second and third level spells, but that's still good. It should help some other stuff too. Yeah, the necromancy school, original ability. Yeah, this is good. Oops, shouldn't have did that yet. Whatever, it's fine. Now with everybody all leveled up, we're going to go through the Tower of Estrad.
I'll go ahead. Rules are made to be broken.
Technically, I didn't long rest when I leveled up Dayron, but it doesn't count. It doesn't worry about that because Inflict Light Wounds is still a first level spell and he still has first level spell slots, so it just transfers over. So first things first, we're going to heal up Alucard. Awesome. We're going to keep Damon in the party for the longest, I think.
I know the
found something.
A random buckler. Okay, a random +1 buckler. Can I even use this? Actually, yes, the buckler is considered one of the proficiencies you get from the leader. So, along with long swords and great swords, so yeah, I can do this.
Follow my lead.
See, prestigious painter golem created by Shell Knight. Shell Knight to Depths, Aslanti Empire, the Age of Legend, sure.
As it should be.
We go to the basement first, and then we'll go up from there. See, a pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted into a grimace like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making a list of the relics. Did something happen? Just attack. No. Who are you? I am Telmer, the scribe and senior aide to Lord Xanther, the Plagued One. And do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of the valuable Crusader artifacts. Lord Xanther has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Canabras and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as the place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault. But there are some objects of interest among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those. But where is Faxon? Walter snickers. Ha! Finest thieves in Mendev! Turn your back and everything that isn't nailed to the ground floor will be gone when you turn around again. The demons have no chance against them. Masters of our trade, we are. Windowog looks at Woldif in surprise. That is actually slightly impressive. Not very impressive, but still. There you go, bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led to anything but harm. Trust me. If you fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks. Every person has their calling, and this is mine. But imagine if you fought as well as we thieve. Alright, where's the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. The old geezer is out of his mind. So tell me, where is Faxon? Alright, I've exhausted all options. We'll just spare them. Clear off before I kill you. Alright. The half-elf pitches forward, but then grabs his bag and leaps away from you. You're lying! You want me to turn away so you can strike me in the back and take the papers that have been entrusted to me. The half-elf leaps back nimbly, pulling a sheet of papers from his bag as he goes. No! I have valuable letters from Lord Xanther here. I must destroy them! The cultist balls the pages up in his fist and shoves them into his mouth. then begins furiously chewing like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge, and he opens his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation. His eyes are streaming. His face is growing paler by the second, and he falls to his knees. A strangled wheeze emerges from behind the wad of wet paper. His expressions veer from the hilarious to the grotesque as he signals for you to help. Windowalk watches the half-elf suffering, snorts and bursts into brazen laughter. Let's see. Evil silently watch the half-elf gasp for breath, or good, help the poor wretch. Or end the cultist's misery torment by killing him. You know what? Yeah. Alright, we'll go for the evil route. Just watch him. The half-elf falls into convulsion, scrabbling at his throat. For all that time, he looks at you in terror, the bystander to his horrific demise. What an idiot. God has punished them all. At least we can see the kind of mind that swears allegiance to a demon lord. I wish all cultists were as dumb as this one. Damn, Sela. At least the wretch did one good thing in his life, giving us a little amusement before he popped his clogs. Darren says in a bored monotone. It all ends quickly. The half-elf's lifeless eyes stare up at you in silent rebuke. And we loot the body. Alright, let's see. Scroll remove sickness, masterwork dagger, or masterwork scythe, a dagger, breastplate, and largely destroyed letter. A wad of crumpled pieces of paper with visible bite marks and traces of saliva. The writing is blurred and indistinct. Most of the words are completely illegible, but some fragments are still intact. Carefully pack up all the relics and valuable magic items and hand them over to the same courier that brought you my potions. Later I may carve out some time away from my scientific research to sift through the detritus you managed to steal from the Crusaders. I might as well not bother, since your finds will almost certainly be of no use to me, unless I find myself in dire need of a paperweight. Still, this mission keeps you occupied and gives me an invaluable opportunity to work without you sticking your nose into my experiments. I once again remind you that the rest of the text is illegible. Only a few more sentences can be read toward the end. The punishments will be painful, brutal, and utterly inhumane. Remember this. Good luck with conquering whatever you are conquering out there. Xanther Vang. Well, that's that.
That is not far.
No mercy for him. Alright, and the book on angels. And let's see. Almanac on the Tower of Straw. Sure.
I'll go ahead.
And on we go. Let's see. This copper vessel and the oil inside it were sanctified by Relis, priest of Iomade and faithful crusader. This item was donated to the museum by Relis followers in arms. More details in the museum almanac. And then here, this helmet belonged to Bathystas Scrotia, Paralictor of the Order of the Gate, and one of the first Hell Knights to serve his duty as a crusader. This item was donated to the museum by Queen Galfrey. I'm gonna stop reading the part that mentions more details. The wand of the famous mage Zacharias, who made his name during the heroic and tragic siege of the Lost Chapel. This item was donated to the museum by Zacharias' apprentice mage Teldon. And this was the detail we need no, this is not the detail we need for the mythic paths, but it is the staff I need. And over here, this is a claw taken from Terendelev, the silver dragon and protector of Canabras. It was cut off by demons when Terendelev heroically saved a group of ambushed crusaders from certain death. This item was donated to the museum by the town hall of Canabras. It doesn't say anything about the Museum of Almanac in this. All the other doors are locked, save this one, which has Teldon in it. We'll just loot the place. I remember this exhibit. It was donated museum 21 years ago. Alright, we'll talk to him. Alright. The old man, looking around absent-mindedly, shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but his hands are surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stay back! Which are you, robber or demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramps. Say that. So that's the way it is, eh? You see horns and you think thief or demon? Quit scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? How should I put this? Don't exactly inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. Well, fuck you too, Seal. Alright, let's see. Lower the wand or else I'm not going to hurt you. Alright. We'll go the evil route. Lower the wand or else. I wonder if I actually kill him. The old man goggles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels around fearfully and peers in the direction the sound came from. The hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. When he turns back to you, there is no fear in his expression, only vague confusion. I'm sorry, I was distracted. What were we talking about? And there it is. It's like, I guess, Alzheimer's? Alright. Who are you? The old man lowers his wand in confusion. I think... His expression grows distraught and mournful, as though he is on the verge of crying. I forget. His gaze falls on a piece of cloth carefully stitched to his cloak, which reads Teldon, Tower of Estrad Museum Custodian. Aha! I am Teldon, the custodian here. My memory isn't what it once was. My faculties are failing me. But at one time, my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the battle of the Lost Chapel. But I am an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment and the next I can't remember where I've put them. With a pleased smile, the old man pulls a hefty set of keys from his pocket and proudly shows them to you. Here they are, my keys, my little lovelies. I would never give you away to anyone. Remembering himself, the old man hastily stows the keys back in his pocket. The lost chapel? Ah, this old fellow was there. That his mind was damaged isn't surprising. What's surprising is that the old codger can still speak at all. In the entire history of the Crusades, which aren't exactly uplifting, this is one of its bloodiest chapters. Some time ago, I wanted to know what became of the abandoned fortifications and estates the Crusaders left behind. I read through the accounts of the lost chapel veterans. Now that was a real bloodbath. What are the keys for? Oh, these keys are for everything. I can open every door in the Tower of Estrade with these. The museum custodian on duty must carry these keys at all times and never be parted from them, not even for a second. And why is that? Because if the keys were left unattended, they would be pinched by thieves, wouldn't they? Thieves who'd strip the museum of all its treasures. Huh. Hey, Tormented Salad. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Waldiff exclaims indignantly, even though no one is looking at him. Guilty conscious. Alright, give me the keys. Out of the question. According to museum protocol, the custodian does not have the right to hand over the keys to another. I am personally responsible for the safety of the exhibits and the storeroom. Alright, let's see. Hand over the keys now or you'll regret it, or diplomacy. Don't you understand? This museum holds things that could help in the fight against the demons. Yeah, okay. We'll just do the diplomacy. I need a 3 or higher. And we got it. With a 6. Damn. Right. Biting his lip, the old man holds out the keys to you. You're right. I'm just an old duffer. Take whatever will help you. And go and defend our city. Why did the demons spare you? The museum custodian looks at you in stark surprise. Demons? There have been no demons in this museum. I heard them breaking into the tower, but then everything went quiet. Then a very polite young fellow came along, a half-elf. He said Canabras was under attack, but that the Crusaders had already recaptured the tower. He said he'd been sent to oversee the evacuation of the museum. He was very pleased to find me here. I've proved a very useful resource. I showed him all the most valuable relics, explained what they were, and he wrapped them up, labeled them, and carried them off somewhere. And I've been here all this time. I locked the doors and stood guard to make sure no demon got in. But I've seen no one, not a one of them. Haven't heard any either. I've grown hard of hearing over the years. Lindois crinkles her nose in disgust. Maybe the short lifespans of my people isn't a curse, but a blessing. At least we never lived long enough to turn into something so pathetic. Damn. The half-elf was a demon worshipper. The old man frowns in confusion. What do you mean, demon worshipper? That fine young lad, so well dressed, so polite, but he said the Crusaders. Oh my word, the relics, we must go after them. The old man works himself into a state, bitterly lamenting as he roots through his many pockets. But the outburst doesn't last long. The motion of his hand slows and the awareness fades from his eyes. He stares off into the distance and then looks at you, wets his lips, and sheepishly inquires, "Sorry, did you say something?" Oof. Damn. What happened here? Alright. The old man burst into agitated muttering, gesticulating furiously with shaking hands. First the bell started ringing, and then there were noises in the street. Then the dragon, Lady Terendelev, began to roar. I went to lock the door, but they were already inside, the thieves. There were 7 of them, or perhaps 10, I don't remember. They were talking some rubbish about how they were all orphans, supposedly, and that they were dangerous. They grabbed me and wouldn't let me go, and then they looted the place. They took anything with even a lick of gold on it. Relics, too. The museum boasts of a very extensive collection, you know. And worst of all, they took the wand. And when they were done, they tossed me aside like a piece of old junk. They didn't even bother to kill me. The museum custodian looks at you with affront and anguish in his eyes. What wand did the thieves steal? The wand of Zacharias, my master. He was a great man, the hero of the defense of the lost chapel. And those scoundrels took his wand, a relic. Ballads are sung about Zacharias. And they're just damned thieves. Master Zacharias will return and he will assemble all of us, his students. And we'll show them. I'll show them what Battle Mage Teldin is made of. Fury sparks in the old man's eyes. His spine straightens, and in a fluid motion his hands raise his wand at the ready. But a howl of rage from outside frightens off the ghost of the past. The old man turns around and looks at you in befuddlement. You were just asking me about something. I forgot what it was. Oof. Tell me more about Zacharias. Yeah, tell me about Zacharias. The old man turns misty-eyed. A great hero he was, fearless but insightful. He never underestimated the strength of the demons. When they laid siege to the lost chapel, it was Zacharias who stood in the breach to rescue the clerics. He understood that we couldn't hold out, but he refused to retreat. He had vowed to defend the temple. Before the final onslaught, he gathered up his surviving apprentices, looked us over, and picked me. He said, "Teldin, today I will die and leave my comrades behind. Take my wand and bring it to Canabras. Should an hour of great need come, a worthy crusader can take the wand and bring it to me. I will know that my brothers need me once more, and I will come to their aid. Not even death shall stop me." And so I brought his wand and his final words here. I also brought something else. Here. This is why I am the way I am. The old man pokes a finger at his bald head. Fear consumed my mind. It shattered my reason. I was so desperate to forget that terrible day that my memory slowly but surely fled my wretched head. Oh. So it's not Alzheimer's, it's flat out trauma. Damn. Hold on. Still. Where can I find these robbers? The old man froze up his hands. I haven't the foggiest. They're thieves. They know out of the way places where they won't be found. That's where they are, if they're still alive. But they won't be in the city. I heard them talking amongst themselves about how they needed to get out of Canabras before the demons wiped them out. Are you alright? The poor old man smiles piteously and makes a helpless gesture. Old age, my young friend, old age. And the poison of fear seeping into my mind. Both have turned me from a crusader and battle mage into the sorry specimen you see before you. This museum is all I have. Whenever I forget who and where I am, I just read the exhibit labels. They are of the past just like me. And now some ruffians have ransacked this place. I'm frightened, my young friend. I'm very frightened. Tell me about the museum exhibits. The old man seems to come to life. It would take a lifetime to tell you all there is to know, but I'll take you on a tour of the highlights, some of my personal favorites. You should have a look yourself, you won't regret it. For instance, we have a painting here depicting angels fighting demons. Now you may find it hard to believe, but in the First Crusades many heavenly beings fought shoulder to shoulder with the Crusaders. And these two in the painting are Targona and Lariel, the Silver Twins, as they were called. I actually met them, you know, when I was a young man studying under Masters Arcarius. They had no airs of graces about them. They walked among the mortals, they spoke to us, they healed our wounds. Lady Targona I remember especially well. She had a special unearthly wisdom within her. The angel Lariel, on the other hand, was known for his daring, and the youngest crusaders idolized him. I wonder where they are now, the twins. We don't have celestial beings in our ranks anymore. They all left somewhere during the Second Crusade. On a very important mission, they say. But I do love looking at this painting and remembering those days when envoys of the heavens walked among us, and the light that seemed to shine from within them. The old man wipes his eyes. What am I saying? You must be a messenger, yes? Or are you a visitor? Why did those times end? Why did the Celestials not fight with us still? Heaven has not abandoned us, surely. They don't want to help, fine. There's no need. Relying on the help of others is a weakness. We'll win on our own. Hear, hear. Alright. Lore religion check passed. You said that the angels Targona and Lariel are twins, but how can angels have siblings? That's a good question. Of course, angels are not born like mortals, so they can't have a mother and father or sisters and brothers as we understand them. Angels come into being from reincarnated souls, or from the pure essence of the upper planes. Sometimes angels may adopt some features of mortals. For instance, they can identify as male or female, although that is not generally their way. Some of them can also develop bonds or camaraderie or even of kinship. But the case of the Silver Twins is rarer still. They are two angels who emerged from one soul. What else should they call themselves if not twins? The old man smiles, seemingly satisfied with his speech, but within moments, his vacant expression is back in place, all awareness gone from his eyes. Alright. Alright, you know what? We'll keep him alive. Alright. Go to the Defender's Heart. There are good people there. They'll look after you. The old custodian gives you a toothless smile. Really? It's safe there? But how can I leave the museum? His gaze falls upon the traces of the ransacking, and the old man becomes lost in thought, as though trying to find an explanation for what he is seeing. You know what happened here, don't you? Thieves they were, prowling about. Wanted to rob the museum, but I stopped them. Those ne'er-do-wells came in here, and I gave them what for, a dose of battle magic. They won't be back, don't you worry about me. I may be old, but I can still hold my own. Windwalk turns and in an undertone says, We could put him down, master. What if our enemies come here and he tells them all about us? His mind is gone. No, I have to go. The old man's bewildered gaze follows you as you go. And I think that was the main thing we needed to actually be able to get the Lich Path from here. Learning about Zacharias and his wand's whereabouts. Right. As for the rest, we're just gonna loot the rest of this entire room. It's not much, but there's like a few gold coins here and there. And a few books. Which all turn out to be like copies of the Almanac Museum, but I can sell them all. And he gave me the key, so I can just open these doors. Oh. But they're trying.
I found something. What's that there?
A lot of this stuff is being found by Seela alone. Oh, she does have a +9 on her perception, so that makes sense. First things first, we're going to go ahead and see which party member has the highest trickery. So, because wait, why is her trickery down? Oh, because of the armor and shield. So she's got 14, and Woljif has 16. So, yeah. We're gonna manually have him.
Pretty good, aren't I? This is my kind of work.
2 down.
This is my kind of work.
Alright. And before I start opening chests, I'm gonna see who has the highest perception to look through the area, which is Windwog.
Where do you want me?
Just to see if there's any other traps. And if she doesn't spot them, oh well. Hold on. Alright, let's start looting.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Alright, trapping the longbow. Alright. Let's keep at it. Everything else is free reign. And we got Kukri, Grace of Peace. +1 cooldown. Kukri does +2 damage against undead. It's not the best, but it's not the worst item ever. And the last chest, just a couple items. And now for the last. It doesn't look like anything's trapped or anything, so on with the looting. Which it doesn't seem like there's much in here. Yeah, popcorn. Okay. Oh, okay. We got a chain shirt. Lady Calandra's chain shirt. +2 mithril chain shirt. That's what we got. Now to figure out who I'm going to give that to. It's +6 armor class that gives no penalty to any armor. It has no armor check penalty. So honestly, it's pretty decent. Let's see. It does give a 10% arcane spell failure chance, so I don't want to give it to the wrong person. Let's see. Let's see. I could give it to Camellia. Yeah. The Crypt Raider armor it also is +6, so there's no real benefit to using the Crypt Raider armor over the chain shirt. Doesn't look like Agiomon is going to be useful on Mega Plus. Alright. Oh wait, what's going on? Just did a fight. Evolved Agiomon got immune one shot. So it's even hard. Damn. My condolences. Alright, let's see. I think, yeah, I'll just give it to Camellia. It's either her or Woljif, and Woljif's already using bracers of armor. Although I guess I could give those over to Alucard. No, Alucard's already making use of mage armor. There's no point. Yeah, it's just Camellia that makes the most sense with this. Save and we move on. Alphamon also got one shot. Come on, needs serious work. That's... Wait. Then that that's not a good indication that Aegimon's weak if everything you have is getting one shot. Anyway.
I found something.
I hope you appreciate this.
Alright. Wait. Just him. Let's see. Omnimon and Mastamon basically beat the boss's face and having trouble gaining talent on an Agumon and Gabumon. I'm trying to figure out. They gain like only 2 talent going right from Mega and back down. I don't understand how the game works personally. Maybe because you're on a higher difficulty, it's causing it to be like more stingy. I think I just searched everywhere that. So yeah, it's time to go. Hi, Dragon.
I know the way.
Let's see. Apparently it has something to do with bonds. I know I have a few items in inventory in that game that is supposed to increase the bond. Do you have anything like that? Well, that aside, time to start wandering about and figure out what I'm going to do now. I dealt with the attack on the defender's heart. I already think I looted everything in the Tower of the Strahd. Let me see. Is there a quest? Let's see, Dranog, Common Cause. Yeah, there's nothing else that should be mentioning the Tower of the Strahd right now. Yep. We've done pretty much everything that needs to be done. So now I'm just going to start running around town and looting everything. Or I'm going to try to anyway. Let's see. Need to progress to go buy fish for Gabumon. And also wants fish. Wait. Is it always the same for every Digimon, like what they want to eat? I'm just curious. Okay, here we go to Topaz Solutions. It's based on something, I don't know what. Personality, probably. That's weird, because you can change the Digimon's personality by talking to them or training them.
Our victory is certain.
You think it would matter about their traits or, whether they're data, virus, or vaccine. Anyway.
They'll
We're just gonna jump this guy. There's a cultist and share. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. How does the manticore shape work? For 1 minute per use, so it could be a manticore. She can be a manticore for 5 minutes total. All right, we'll just wait. Yeah, the cultist didn't last. Wow, they all dropped pretty quick. Yep. It's pretty easy to win when you're level 5. And nothing to... So far, nothing to make me think I made a bad choice with the level up so far. Well, now that I think about it. Yeah, no. What weapons would count for Dayron to be able to use that are light finesse weapons? You can't use the kukri, it's a martial weapon. So what can he use? A mace? No, a dagger. A dagger's pretty much the only thing he's got that he would be able to use. Well, that sucks. We'll see what happens. His build's nowhere near done yet. On we go. Now, I immediately question if I'm actually going to be able to beat this. Here goes.
Rely on me.
We'll send Sela in first and hope for the best.
Save the last one for me.
There's a single mimic. That single mimic went down pretty quick. And that wasn't
Let's have some fun.
that was causing that music. So here we go. Fight the.
Wide open.
Let's try this way.
All right. Ignore the mimic and attack the alchemist. Yep.
Pain is excruciating.
So far, alchemist went down because it blew itself up. You know, we basically just caught it in a melee. Got a light crossbow. Let's see. Light crossbow of Oracle's Misery. Whenever this +2 light crossbow confirms a crit, if wielded by Oracle, they make a will save, or they suffer the Oracle's curse on level 1. Without any benefits. It's essentially the Oracle curse spell, but every time you attack. Now, obviously, we give this to Dayron at the moment. Because he's the only Oracle. There's no one else that can actually benefit from it. Let me see. His Oracle Curse is... hold on. It's in here somewhere. Ah, here it is. He's got the Powerless Prophecy. Which... Let's see. You're staggered for the entire first round of combat. Basically, on its turn, the unit can either move or act, but not both. So, in this case, as long it's a matter of initiative, the initiative bonus. As long as Daron wins initiative, whoever he shoots before they get their initiative bonus, they become staggered. Forewarned of danger, but unable to act. So you know you're fucked and you just gotta accept it. Yep, you got it. Alright, but thankfully, we did manage to win that fight. The real question is, what do we get worthwhile from it? A recipe and a +2 crossbow, which isn't the worst things to get. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna get that recipe real quick. Save. The fight's over. We're moving on. Alright. Oh wait, one more chest. The only thing worth mentioning is the Scroll of Stunning Barrier.
I'll watch your back.
No reason to pause.
Hold on. Gain spell failure, 5%. Okay. I'll re-equip Sela in a moment, but I'm gonna make use of these Stigmatized Witch spells.
Yes.
And just heal up everyone. Okay, everyone's up. Well, everyone's not up, it's just I'm done using Sela's arcane spells. Now.
Only you deserve my obedience.
I welcome your company.
You can trust me.
We'll use Camelia's healing now. I don't know why it has the spell listed there twice. And then...
Missed me already?
Yeah, we'll use his spells to heal her up. Alright, that should be good. We're done. Now to search through the rest of Canabras. Okay. Next, Tirabade Residence. The biggest issue with the Tirabade Residence is I know there's like there's a succubus there. And the problem with her is she's such a pain in the ass to kill. It's doable. It's just
Crusading
annoying.
isn't that boring after all. Out of my sight!
Let me kill this one.
The world in crimson!
And there.
Kill is for you.
Isn't glorious.
Okay. What's up? I'm force feeding Gabumon fish. He will love me. Didn't something like that happen in the anime? And they got a Skull Greymon for that?
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
It wasn't like to... What's its name? They did that with Agumon. Didn't really work out. Whatever. Let's keep it going. And into the Terabate residence. We should find some money. A few drops. Oh, I don't know if there's any real loot to grab aside from money here.
Follow my lead.
Who, me?
What's going on? See, yeah, but Gabumon's better, so this time it will. Also, Skull Greymon's awesome anyway. Dude, it almost killed everybody. What do you mean? That is not a good thing.
As it should be.
Let's see. Sounds really strong. Friendly fire doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it's friendly fire. Alright, let's see. What spells do I... He doesn't have reduced person yet. Okay. Alright. We're not going to use any buffs yet, but when I go into that room where the succubus is, I'm going to use as many resources as I can.
I am prepared.
Alright. Well, there's actually no point in using the buckler since the shield spell gives me better AC.
Don't mind me.
Okay. Let's see. I think we're fine. We'll just charge in like normal. Let's do this.
I'll bathe in your blood.
I will see to your demise.
This will pay.
Okay. Got it. Slipping. Run boss, that makes sense. The Stingmon is 0% bond. He's going to talent 100 if I digivolve him. So it's not bond, it's something else. Alright.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
I will help where I can.
Let's see. All we can do is have Sela use the play on hands.
I heed the voice of the
Then
spirits.
use healing.
Rules are made to be broken.
Right. Use well. Use another healing. Alright. Only thing we're going to do now is
That is not far.
wander about, see if there's anything else to grab around here. And it doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, back at it. Okay, so
Well,
first, enlarge person on Sela.
I welcome your company.
Have Daron cast Bless.
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
Great policy. Okay.
I know what to do.
Ask nicely.
We'll have you use the Cat's Grace on yourself. And Dexterity Mutagen. Let's see, what else? We'll have Wolder finish up with casting Mirror Image on himself. We're going to have Windwall go into the Manticore shape and use the Manticore aspect as well.
Missed me already?
Let's see. He already cast a spell. Let's see. Cast Aid on me and then cast it on Sela. No, Woljith. Better.
open your heart to me.
Cast Bull Strength on you.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Another Aid on Woljith. And then we go.
Now what is that?
Alright, this should be no problem.
This is my kind of work.
They will break against our resolve.
Precision.
Yep. She can just turn back to normal, but that doesn't do much. How does this work? 4th level, she turns into a master. Manticore ability. Let's see. Wisdom modifier. Alright, sure. When this form gains 10 feet of movement. Sensibility up to 30 feet. 4 spikes naturally. Okay, that's what's going on. She has to back up. She's getting attacks of opportunity against her. There. Okay. Here's going. And down she goes. Woljif is currently mentally dominated. How long is that lasting? 23 seconds.
It's all your fault.
Alright, well, it sucks that Woljif died, but I can't be bothered, so I can't really explore the rest of Canabras. I gotta go back to the Defender's Heart, rest. Oh, wait, hold on. Since I'm here, I might as well still loot the place.
What do we have here?
Alright. Your best letter, some money. I'm not sure if a long restores the death condition. It probably shouldn't, but I will be able to, at least when I get to the Defender's Heart, I'll be able to still heal him up.
I am yours to command.
The heartbeat quickens.
Alright, that's that. I think since I ran to a succubus in a random encounter, I'm at the point where it's like Canabras is like overrun. So I really should just hurry up with the whole attack on the Great Garrison now. Here we go. Well, first things first, we go and we sell all this extra stuff.
I'll go ahead.
Let's see. Right, he's dead. Let's go ahead and get him revived. Need your help. Okay, please tell me this priest is selling a scroll of resurrection or something. Ah, here we are. Scroll of raised dead for 6,000 gold. God damn. Doesn't this one have the -4 penalty? Yep. Let me see, is there anything else? Doesn't look like it. Damn. Alright. Bulk sell all this crap to him. Not holding on to books this run. Doing this. I think that's everything, right? I don't need this heavy mace of fire. I'll sell this heavy flail of weakness too. I don't need that. Let's see. I'm not sure about this the Grace of Peace item.
I know the way. I tire.
It would make sense to turn Ninio into a lore master. Yeah. Just trying to see if I'm gonna make her into a lore master or just level up Gold Savant. Probably turn her into a lore master. Let's see. Rinse. Can choose a cleric spell, druid spell, reflex secret for. Alright, yeah, sure. Okay. Greater lore. Yeah, sure, why not? So after this level up of Wizard, I just have to make sure she gets the Knowledge Arcana or Knowledge World feat, and she'll be good to go. So, yeah, this should be fine. Then again, skill focus. Skill focus. Alright, it's either Arcana. We'll go for Knowledge World. Yeah. There we go. Then just choose 2 spells. Displacement and... let's see what else. Unity Formation, there, Beast Shape 1, Battering Blast. I think the best option is just to go for Fireball. Either that or Haste. No, I'm pretty sure there's a scroll of Haste somewhere. I'll grab Fireball. There we go. Take a long rest. Now we're gonna have Minio with hopefully Siva, it doesn't matter who. And craft a scroll. Ideally, can't craft Fireball. Right. Missing, I think, yeah, missing a few ingredients. That's unfortunate. So, let's see, Skull of Displacement. Skull of Hideous Laughter. Create Pit. Not sure what to grab here. Can't get Scroll of Stone Call either. Alright, we'll just have... I guess the Scroll of Create Pit's still useful. We'll use that. There.
I don't want you to go around telling everybody you knew me when I was a kid. They'll all laugh at me.
But won't they laugh at you anyway? I thought you acted silly on purpose because you liked making people laugh.
Huh. Alright. Oh man, that's a name. Die Bruderschaft von Nod? Nod, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Now, as much as I'd like to continue on with the attack on the Grey Garrison, we are beyond the usual time when I stream. So just so the upload doesn't take forever, we're going to call it now. Thank you to everyone who joined me on this run of Pathfinder. Alright. I'll be back on later. Again, I'm trying to get through more of this more frequently. Let's see. See you all then, but till then, please take care. Huh? What's up? Sometimes I hate this game, always losing the 50%. My enemies always roll 17, 20 rolls, and one-shot Sela. My condolences. Did you come up with a build similar to this, where she has like 30 AC? It might help. There's no guarantees, but it might be a step in the right direction. Anyway, I still have to level up Olbrig and Ember a little bit, but I don't think I'll ever use Olbrig in this run. Mainly because he's neutral good. And so is Ember. Right. Sorry, Dai. I'll be on in like maybe 5 minutes with a different game. If you still want to chat, I'm more than happy to. But until then, everyone, please take care. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond.